A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, we'll get a prime-time preseason matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week number 1.
So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down. And the only way it slows down is to give more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now. Irving here from the gun. Escapes a defender. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. They'll call this a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Once again, Irving. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That result right there is why coaches across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Right back to Irving now. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Going deep here for the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
Commanders finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early or put a fear of God into this defense.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He rolls to his right. And this is Cup. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictated, and now... Well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun handoff to Irving. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Back to the line they come, second down. He's dropping back to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He dodged the tackle, avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Irving on the inside give. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Whiteout's getting involved with the ground game. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
46-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Open way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Pulls it at the 7. And this play does have enough, Brock. That means it is first and goal. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. We get to Henry on the inside handoff. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Fourth down. Pass coming. And he's going to go down. They get to him on fourth and goal and complete the defensive stand. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First and 10 from the 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a throw. That's completed right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
It moves to second and 10.
Sticking to the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Commanders come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. 10-8 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's third down. To the air on third and long. side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 now from the 46. He's going to throw it again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now the Commanders lining up for another 2-point try.
Washington will line up for the 2-point
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. If you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Move set of downs for him from the 31. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Handoff here for Miller. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40. And that brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Complete out to the right. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set of downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins take the lead on that successful kick. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Not in the time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Throwing it on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Washington.
Here we go, set. 65 6.
Dropping back to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up now. 1st and goal. Here's Tootin. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 6. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Pistol snap, Darnold. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
The Commanders' rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Presley Harvin, the one to send it away. Dolphins tie and can take the lead here in the second. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins take the lead on that successful kick. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They were to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to try and throw it here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's caught at the 25. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Commanders again for 2 here. He's going to throw it. Headed out right. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Normal hit, and he fumbles it. And the Commanders make the recovery.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Absolutely fires this one right side. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Nice target, that's Lane. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Everybody rushing back to the line. Tootin gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 2nd. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throw here, 3rd down. Chased out to his right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He finds Tigger Cockwell for the grab. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. It's inside the 10. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Has this at the 6. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. He's got it over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Washington 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Buys time, rolling right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to